Hey guys, how's it going? I am doing good today. I wanted to come to you guys today to share my vegan journey with you and what it was like being vegan and just some things that I would like you guys to know because it's not always a great walk in the park. I had major crazy side effects and I wanted to share that for people who may have experienced that before and need like an amen, or someone who wants to go vegan and they want to know like the pros and the cons. So these are more cons, but I'll definitely share with you guys some things that worked for me too. So let's get right into it. The first 6 months was amazing for me. I was like more energetic. I lost a bunch of weight. I looked really great. My skin was super clear because I wasn't eating dairy, and I just felt alive and well and cleansed. I think that if anyone wants to at least go vegan for a little while, it's definitely beneficial because it'll give your body a rest from all of the processed foods and different things that are in meat and just anything bad. It's going to give you a break from that. However, I was lacking a bunch of nutrients. So the next 6 months, I was feeling more sluggish. I was tired all the time and I was just out of it pretty much. So that was not good. I was like, okay, well, what's going on? I didn't in a million years think that going vegan would do that, because I was like, this is supposed to be good for my body. I'm supposed to be putting all of these great things and these live things into my body, and it's supposed to respond well. But because I was lacking a lot of nutrients, that's why I was feeling that way. So you can lack nutrients if you're not eating meat, because meat has a bunch of nutrients in it that kind of rushes to you really quickly. Whereas like with veggies, you have to eat like a ton of veggies to receive that nutrients, or you have to eat a ton of something else to fuel you. So some people eat like beans and like all of that hearty stuff that's good for you as well. But that, like, I got tired of it. I was just like, okay, well, I'm eating this and I'm bored with it, and I don't feel like I've gotten full after I eat my meals. So I was feeling like super hungry all the time, and I was just like having to eat so much. So at some point I resorted to like just eating guacamole every day, because I know I love guacamole, and I was just like fix a huge bowl and just sit there and eat it. But that's not going to give me all the nutrients that I need for the day. Another thing is I was lacking calories, so I was getting smaller and smaller, but it's because I wasn't eating. So I mean, it's cool to get small and lose weight, but only if it's like in a healthy way. So I was very unhealthy, and that can also resort to eating disorders too. So you have to be really careful with like transitioning into eating differently, like eating in a way that you've never ate before. Granted, I always ate veggies and fruits because that's something I've always loved to eat. It just tastes really good, but it doesn't fuel or give you all of the energy and nutrients that you need, unfortunately, again, unless you are taking or eating a rush of it. A lot of people that I saw on YouTube that I would look up all the time, they added a lot of things to get those nutrients, so like spirulina, like any like protein powders and stuff like that. But if you are in college and going vegan, you may not have the money, and that's how I was. Like, I was a broke vegan, so I didn't necessarily have it to put into my daily diet. So yes, you guys want to make sure that if you are planning to go vegan, that you do have the means and the money to supply yourself with the substitutes that you'll need, because you'll definitely need more vitamins and nutrients too. So another thing is I experienced really awful brain fog. So I did not feel here. I felt like my brain was super cloudy. I was not remembering things. I was just like out of it, and I hated it, and I thought that I was going crazy. I thought that it was everything but being vegan, until I ate a piece of meat and like I immediately felt alive. I felt more clear. I was just like forgetting like simple stuff. So that is something huge too, like, and that just goes with the nutrients. Like, if you're not receiving enough nutrients and vitamins to fuel your brain and your thoughts, like, that's gonna happen. So that's something to also pay attention to, is do you have the money to spend on the extra stuff that you'll need to be vegan? Another thing for you guys is that, like I said, my college student budget did not fuel my food intake every day. So I would only eat one meal because that's all I could afford, and I would buy a bunch of veggies that I could like cook at home on the stove, but I still would be hungry afterwards, and I hated it so much. So yes, I just encourage you guys to do your research on being vegan. Like I said, I enjoyed the first 6 months, so I might go vegan one day again. I do feel like it has a bunch of great health benefits, and I also feel like that meat has things that are toxic to our bodies and may cause different cancers or fuel diabetes, all of these different things. But I am constantly researching for my own knowledge, because I know that one day I'm gonna have to really figure out like how much longer do I want to be on earth based on what I'm putting into my body. So now I make sure that I always have like a veggie with my dinner, make sure that if I order pizza, I got veggies on my pizza somehow. Like anything that's going to incorporate veggies and fruits, I still practice that and I still live that life. I eat dairy now as well, but I know the consequences of eating dairy, so I know that if I eat dairy, I'm probably going to have a pimple when I wake up in the morning, and so that's just something that I have to pay attention to based on what my body is telling me. So I cut down. So that's what I have gotten back to, is just cutting down on the things that aren't good. I eat meat and it makes me feel like I'm full and that I've eaten enough, and I know that I'm getting my nutrients. I don't get brain fog anymore. I don't feel awful. I'm always energetic, as you guys can tell. So I don't know, maybe it has something to do with being vegan, maybe not, I don't know. So you guys just have to do the research on your own. I just hope that what I told you today will help you a little bit to maybe dive into a little bit more research. So yes, I hope that you guys have a beautiful day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you will please like and subscribe, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.